Welcome to the Primo's Musings podcast.
Good morning. This is Shri here, and I'm going to give a quick recap of the Dynasty series on Apple TV on the Patriots for for episodes 7 and 8 for the series. And it was a very interesting series. I know that, like I said before in my previous recaps, that this was mostly solely focused not on the success of the New England Patriots, but also the controversy surrounding the Patriots. The first one was the Spygate. This one gets even bigger, where the NFL did its best to throw the greatest quarterback to ever play the sport under the bus for an infraction, which I think someone actually equated. They equated a jaywalking ticket to a felony. The NFL used every dollar in their coffers to, I would say, take Brady down in a big way. So the episode number 7 focused on the Deflategate, which obviously, as everyone knows, it was a cold Saturday night in Foxborough, and the Colts on the tip received from the Ravens alerted the NFL, and then about the deflation of footballs and what happens throughout this episode is the drama surrounding Deflategate, the drama surrounding the air in the balls, when that was actually almost like front page news, cover to cover every day. National media focused on that, apart from just the sports fans, calling Brady a cheater, and an NFL launching a major investigation, spend more than $150 million for this. And the season actually took on Brady, was really, kind of put in the crosshairs. And he tried to, use this as a motivation. The one thing is that while they talked a lot about the Colts, the Patriots' defeat of the Colts, the one thing that the episodes did not address was the game before that, when the Patriots played the Ravens, which was an amazing comeback by Brady and the Patriots. They were down 2 touchdowns twice in the game and came back to win the game. Obviously, the one thing they should have probably focused on is the Edelman throw to Amendola. That was like an amazing play, an iconic play in NFL history. And then it culminates with the Super Bowl against Seattle, where they defeated Seattle on the Malcolm Butler interception. Probably one of the greatest plays you will ever see in a Super Bowl to end the Super Bowl. I don't think I can remember any other play as good as that. There's a lot of controversy on they should have run the ball, they should have passed the ball, but throughout the season, that's what Seattle did. They typically actually pass the ball in goal line situations, and this is something that not many people do know. Browner, who was actually on Seahawks the previous year, played for the Patriots, and he kind of saw the formation. He asked Malcolm to go. What many people don't know is that Malcolm Butler actually was getting beat in practice throughout during the leading up to the Super Bowl, and came up with probably like I said, one of the greatest plays, the iconic plays. I mean, there's an amazing video of that with Brady congratulating Malcolm. So I would definitely, recommend watching other, videos of that. How Malcolm was getting beat in practice. But that kind of culminated the season number 7. And as we switch to season number 8, the Deflategate saga still continues with Brady being dragged to the court. In fact, one thing they didn't cover was that Brady did appeal. He actually got one of the judges to overturn that, and then it went to the next court, and then the commissioner upheld the suspension. So Brady was forced to miss the first 4 games of the 2016 season as well. What's very, very, and I would say very critical here, or I would say what is the most important aspects of this was that drafting Jimmy Garoppolo a year before, that really set a lot of alarm bells between the Brady and Belichick relationship. That seemed to have soured their relationship. Not that they were, close anyway. I mean, one thing that both of them have gone on record to saying is that each of them benefited from, the Brady has always said he's benefited from coaching from Bill, and Bill has said that, Brady is almost like a coach on the field. So they both knew that they were, inseparable together. But the drafting of Jimmy Garoppolo, because Brady, Belichick thought that Brady was on the downside. There's a good commentary from Kraft on that as well. But then the Deflate saga continues in 2016. Jimmy Garoppolo actually did a pretty good job. They went 3-1 in that season. And then once Brady came back, it was just Brady was out there to prove the detractors out there to just take it on the NFL. The Patriots kept marching down. But the key to this episode is that they played Atlanta in the Super Bowl and they were getting demolished with 28-3. There's some video of Scott Pioli, who was once the Patriots GM, now the assistant GM for the Atlanta Falcons, where Atlanta Falcons thought they had the game won. So it's good to watch that particular segment. But going back to the game, down 28-3, Brady leads the charge back to win in overtime. Again, obviously the defense had to play its role, coming up with a huge fumble, but it was all Brady. Brady, in fact, threw for like more than 200 yards just in the fourth quarter and in the overtime. But again, that's probably, again, when you saw the last one, where in 2014, that was another comeback to against Seahawks, and not many people know they were actually down by 10 going into the fourth quarter in that game too. Back here, they were down, 28-3, and rode all the way back and cemented that. This game actually put Brady over the top. I mean, he won now 5 championships, one more than Montana. Like I said, I don't want to get into the whole comparison between who is greater, but I do think that this puts Brady in the top echelon of all quarterbacks. And, there is a quote from Troy Aikman as well in that, which is very interesting to watch right after the Atlanta Super Bowl. So great 2 episodes. Like I said, I would think the director should have done a little more research and showed some of the positive things that also happened during that, the comebacks in other games. But a lot of focus on Deflategate, but that was the story anyway. And then, and I think that's pretty much wraps up my recap. Thank you so much for listening.